about this truck. It's a 2019, and as you can see, there's water stains right there on my truck. It's leaking right here on the sliding glass for the window. What you gotta do is disassemble this pillar on the other side, pull that down, pull the headliner down, undo the bolts, and then pull out this entire piece with the third brake light, and then seal at the very top of this window. So I'm gonna try to done. So I want to show you the tools that you need. It's really kind of simple on the tool end. 10mm socket, that's for all the bolts up here, and you're about to see that. And then 8mm ratchet. I use that for these clips, and then I just used a pocket knife to kind of pry the cover off of that. So here's a pocket knife, and then a ghetto panel puller, because that's just from Texas. That's just how I roll. Anyways, you gotta pull this clip. There it is, installed right there. It's an 8mm, and then you pop off either of these. There's two clips. The bottom one pops off. The back one you kind of have to reach up in there and pull it, and then remove the weather stripping around the door. And then we're gonna try to pop down the headliner. What you want to do, reach in under this headliner while it's tight, reach all the way in and find this clip right here. There's two, they're like glue clips. They clip in right there. You'll feel where they're tight. Reach in, grab the plastic, and then push down on the plastic to avoid damaging your headliner. And then we get it open, and here's the bolts. Probably have to pop the dome light down, but get the bolts down to get the brake light. Truck now. Reach in, touch that dome light on the plastic, and push down. Now you've got plenty of room to work. Undo this, super easy. If you're watching, figure out how to watch a video, you can figure that out. And then there's these bolts all in there that hold that third brake light on. So undo all those. Looks like I broke my plastic clip on that one. That'll be fine. Right, there are 8 10mm bolts. Nuts look like that. 8 of those you got to take off, and then there's 4 of these. See right here, 1, 2, and 3, 4 on the other side. You got to take it out, and then it should wiggle out. Those 4 bolts out. But I'm going to show you guys this. You can see right here. All right, nothing else has a seam or anything along here, but clearly right there, it's like a plastic piece that's cracked, and that's exactly where my window's leaking, right here. I'd be interested to see what it looks like on the other side, but there's even water seeping in this morning. It didn't even rain, just from the dew. So that's why we're doing this today. Thanks, Chevy. Right here, there's a clip, and you can kind of see it. I don't think you can see it with the video, but got a little ghetto puller tool. Hopefully I do not break the shit out of my stuff. Our retaining clips right here. What I did was get my little pry tool and kind of pop out right here, and at least didn't break that one. Broke this one though, so I mean, it just happens. Whatever, pry it out. And then there's a cable, power cable, and then that just runs through. You can pop these little zip ties out. They're just, and then this plug, if you haven't done anything like this before, you pop the red out and you push the button and it pulls right out, right? Pop the red down, super easy. And our brake light is off. And what we're gonna do is, at least the whole point of this is to find this crack right here. See that? That's cracked. And we're gonna try to seal that up so it doesn't leak anymore. Well, I used some rubbing alcohol, and I don't know how many rags, probably a dozen. Literally, I probably wiped through this a dozen times to get it nice and clean, taped off the back window so it doesn't get on there. I saw some guy on YouTube do that, and hoping that works. But basically, there it is right there. So I'm trying to seal the whole thing up in case it cracks again in the future. But this is what I bought from AutoZone. I think it was only a few bucks, but get down in there, you can kind of see where it makes the full connection. I was kind of worried if it would spill out there, but it looks like it's holding pretty good right there at that where that sliding rear window's at. I used two of these on this whole seal, and then make sure you start from the sides because it's a lot easier to squeeze out the last part in the middle. But I would probably buy 3. That way you're not like, I mean, I used every bit of each one of these. And about to pull this tape off and let it sit and cure. Under flash flood watch, and it has been raining heavily for several hours, and figured that was enough of a test for the back window. I just unlocked it. I haven't even looked myself, so obviously everything is soaking wet. There's standing water. Here's the back of the truck, and the moment of truth inside. Let me turn on the light. Moment of truth. No water. Right? You obviously see old water stains that have been there because the last guy that had this truck did not take care of it, but it is dry inside. Thank you. All right.